What are your 3 points?
What are Daniel Pink's 3 points? If you paid attention, this is literally the bulk of the book, but you have no idea. All right, point number 1.
7 at one point.
No, that's not how. 3. Autonomy.
Oh, okay.
Autonomy.
Okay.
So this is where
I like
you come
autonomy.
And so you got to let people decide their work. They got to figure out what they're doing, who they're doing it with, when they're doing it, how they're doing it.
I'll give you an example, Pap.
Okay.
Every morning for Dunbar, I've set up our 2-minute to-dos.
Mm-hmm.
And the rules are like, okay, I more or less run the ship. David more or less runs the ship. We could tell everyone what they got to do during the day. That's not going to work. So I'm like, in the morning, you just text 2 things you're stoked about today. It could be reading something. It could be doing something, like whatever. But we're not going to give that to you. And that autonomy is going to drive people way further.
It's kind of like for managers, their default mode of management should be questions, not answers. So not, hey, this is what you do. It's like, what do you think we should do? And you're asking them, and that's what the engagement, whereas before it was just coercement. Now it's engagement. Get them involved, and they're going to want to execute and be that accountable person. Because in the past, everyone just assumed human nature was like, fuck work. Work sucks. But now it's like, no, actually people want to work. They just want to work on things they care about and have all this autonomy and the other 2 stages that I'll get into.
And I think right now something big is happening where more and more people are working remote. And it's a huge autonomy thing where you got to walk the dog 3 times a day, or the kids need to go to the doctor at 2:30 in the afternoon. Like, you're still going to get what you need to get done.
This is something I'm wrestling with right now. Because autonomy, okay, we went over like what, when, who, how. It's basically like figure out your task, when you're doing it, like time, team, technique. That's what they call it. But so I'm figuring out like time. There is that point where you want people online at the same time so you can talk and communicate. But at the same time, like basically the team right now is like 9 to 5 for the most part, or at least the editing side. So they're 9 to 5, and it's nice because I know exactly when they're working, or at least in theory working. But I guess within that they have some flexibility. But it's like this balance that you need to reach. Yeah, I was going to say,
because we talked about once the reason, or maybe it was David and I, but the reason full-on autonomy is never going to work, and the reason people will still go back to the office is because like you just need those times to line up. Let's say I manufacture underwear, like I need to be able to talk to the manufacturer between 9 and 5. You know, and for a long time, even in college, like you worked 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Like the world would.
I mean, now I'm kind of doing that.
The world would come to a screeching halt. You know,
easy spitting on my microphone. Got a glove, right?
Can we go on to number 2?
Number 2.
Give me a hint.